The Mysterious Key. Emma had always sensed that her grandmother's house held more secrets than it let on. The grand, aging home stood defiantly against time, its walls whispering stories of the past. Every creaking floorboard, every shadowed corner seemed to hold a piece of history waiting to be uncovered. One afternoon, while sorting through dusty trunks in the attic, she stumbled upon a small wooden box. The carvings on its lid were faint, worn down by years of neglect. Inside, resting atop faded velvet, was a heavy bronze key. Strange symbols were etched into its surface, unlike anything Emma had ever seen. Excited, she rushed downstairs and placed the key on the kitchen table. "Grandma, what is this?" Her grandmother's gaze fell upon the key, and for a moment, something flickered in her eyes. Nostalgia? Sadness? Whatever it was, it vanished just as quickly. Instead, she offered Emma a gentle smile and a cryptic response. "Some doors are meant to be opened when the time is right." That answer only fueled Emma's curiosity. She spent days searching every locked door, cabinet, and drawer in the house, but nothing fit. Then, one evening, while wandering through the library, her fingers brushed against the back of a bookshelf. There, almost imperceptibly, was a seam in the wood, a hidden door. Her heart pounded as she slid the key into the lock. It turned. With a hesitant push, the door creaked open, revealing a forgotten room cloaked in dust and secrecy. Inside, antique furniture stood frozen in time, and a wooden desk sat beneath a stained glass window. On the desk, Emma found a stack of old letters tied with delicate ribbons. As she sifted through them, one name appeared repeatedly: Lena. Who was Lena? Emma's pulse quickened. She grabbed a leather-bound journal resting beneath the letters and flipped through its pages. The entries spoke of dreams, love, and longing. Lena had lived in the house long ago, and she had wanted more from life than what tradition allowed. She had wanted adventure, escape. Then Emma found an entry that made her gasp. "I must leave tonight. I cannot ignore my heart's calling any longer. If someone ever finds this, know that I chose freedom over fear." Emma's breath caught. Had Lena ever returned? She turned to her grandmother that night, holding the journal with shaking hands. "Grandma, who was Lena?" The elderly woman studied Emma carefully before finally sighing and motioning for her to sit. "You've found the room, haven't you?" Emma nodded. Her grandmother's fingers brushed over the key. "Lena was my older sister, and she vanished the night before her wedding." Emma's stomach twisted. "Vanished? No one ever saw her again." The words hung in the air like a storm cloud. A missing sister, a hidden journal, a cryptic message of escape. Emma was certain of one thing: she had to find out what really happened to Lena. Sleep didn't come easily that night. Emma lay awake, replaying every detail, every word from the journal, every cryptic glance her grandmother had given her. The house suddenly felt different, heavier, like it had been waiting for someone to uncover its secrets. By morning, Emma had made a decision. She wasn't going to let Lena remain a mystery. She spent hours poring over the journal, tracing the loops and curves of Lena's handwriting, hoping for some kind of hidden message. And then, nestled between the pages, she found something: a map. It was old, yellowing at the edges, and marked with faded ink. A particular location was circled. Without hesitation, Emma grabbed her coat. Her grandmother watched her with knowing eyes. "You're going, aren't you?" Emma nodded. The journey took her beyond the town, deep into the countryside where crumbling buildings and forgotten roads lay undisturbed. The marked location turned out to be an abandoned railway station long past its prime. The wooden beams sagged, the tracks rusted beneath the weight of time. Emma stepped cautiously inside. Dust stirred beneath her footsteps. And then something caught her eye. A weathered suitcase tucked in the corner. Emma's heartbeat thundered as she knelt beside it. The initials L.C. were burned into the leather. Lena Cummings. Her hands trembled as she undid the latch. Inside were neatly folded clothes, a few books, and a letter. The ink had faded, but the words remained. "I was meant to leave this town forever, but fate had different plans. If anyone finds this, know that I never stopped looking for home." Emma inhaled sharply. Lena had packed her bags, but she had never left. Her fingers brushed over the letter. Was Lena still out there, somewhere? Had she built a new life, waiting for someone to find her? As Emma turned the letter over, she noticed one last note scrawled in the corner. An address. Emma stood, gripping the paper tightly. She wasn't done searching yet. Thank you for listening to this story. We hope David's journey touched your heart. You can listen again and again. It's great English practice. Follow Heaven of English Stories for many more new and powerful stories in simple English. Let's learn together, step by step. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.